Hello and welcome back. So a while back I made a little video about me trying to beat Half-Life 2 with 1 HP. It did pretty well even though it was a 30-minute gameplay video of me dying until I got to the water hazard part. Then came part 2 which was fucking terrible. So yeah, part 2 wasn't exactly the best, it had lots of cringe elements, as well as just being a follow-up to Ravenholm. But after a long break and the will to continue something I didn't finish, as I promised in part 2, I am making my final video where I will be finishing Half-Life 2 with 1 HP. I'll also try my best to avoid health kits and batteries. So, without further ado, let's continue where we left off. So, in my last video, we left off in Ravenholm, as well as also bringing the roller mine Gordon and Dog used to train with, which we will for sure bring back to Dog and Alex.
Nice run!
Although gameplay-wise, Ravenholm was pretty gosh dang easy. Every enemy here had to get into melee range to deal damage, and most of them were quite slow in doing so. And also the fact that we unlocked the gravity gun and that Ravenholm has objects almost everywhere, I managed to finish it in about 10 minutes.
I fear I deliver you to a darker place. May the light of lights illuminate your path. Look to your own salvation.
But even though it was quite easy to beat, that still doesn't mean that I didn't manage to die in stupid ways. Here are some of the highlights from my playthrough. Here, brother! Come closer. You've stirred up hell, man. You've stirred up hell, man after my own heart. Here I have a more suitable gun for you. You'll need it. Catch. Good. Now, keep it close. My advice to you is aim for the head. Hush. Take up. Now that we are out of Ravenholm, we still got a new problem to face, and that problem is the combine soldiers and shotgunners, the enemies we will continue to see throughout the whole game, and probably one of the most annoying enemies ever, at least in the future levels. But what makes them so annoying? Well, they are stronger than the Metro Cops, they have both better armory and aim, they can throw grenades, they have troops such as the shotgunners which rush you down until they 200 pump you like a Fortnite pro, and are overall just a stronger version of the Metro Cops, although that's not to say that this chapter was hard.
Winston's been hit.
Patch him up and get him to the back as soon as he's stable.
Freeman, you're kidding.
Stay with the car, make use of the bumpers, and stand a fair chance against the enemy.
Hello, Dr. Freeman. The car's all ready for you. Hop in and I'll lower you down to the beach. Ready for you.
Highway 17 wasn't really difficult, it introduced antlions, which were mediocre at best, but the real problem wasn't due to enemies, but instead our own allies.
Magnet's failing. Hold on. Sorry, Doc.
Thankfully,
Sorry, Doc.
I was able to save myself by exiting the car mid-falling. But of course nothing in this challenge is that simple. After some tries I was able to flip the buggy and get the hell out of there. Arrive at our next location, violate a combine soldier, and then get ambushed by like 3 enemies. I mostly just tried my best to skip as many locations as I possibly could, since most of them are just there for the extra ammo and stuff. We make our way to Odessa Cottage, and prepare ourselves to fight the combine gunships.
This will only anger it at first, but if you can survive long enough to make several direct hits, you'll be rewarded with a prize worthy of any mantelpiece.
Now, everything was going fine, until...
Here, patch yourself up.
Another issue that we will have to deal with, the medics will try their best to heal you every time you're below 100 HP. And considering that I am always supposed to be on 1 HP, They just won't stop trying to give me a health kit, but for now, they won't be as much as an annoyance since we have quite a lot of space to get as far away from them as we can. Let's speed things up a little. We arrived, somewhere I don't know. Hit this epic snipe twice, do some silly shenanigans, and drive our car straight out of the window. At first I thought this was going to be a more difficult part of the run, but I realized that most of the combine were pretty far away, meaning that I could just stay back and take them out one by one. Honestly, the most difficult part was controlling the crane. We get stuck in a traffic jam, which by the way, for some reason there were a bunch of random help kits just lying there between the cars. Thankfully we get the hell out of there and continue on. I managed to escape a combine ambush, only to get screwed up by a roller mine. We unlock the crossbow, slaughter some more combine, and continue on. I kinda got a bit stuck on this part, since running over the combine gave me HP, and avoiding him would just lead me to the drop ship, so the strategy was to wait out the drop ship, and shoot the combine and health kit he drops. From here we fight some combine gunships, but instead of helping my squad out, I decided to just camp somewhere where the combine can't get me and wait for the resistance to clear them out. I almost get healed by the medic.
This is a moment in history! Take a picture!
And we get the hell out of there.
Right along there. And watch your step. We were heading for the Vortigaunt camp, hoping to pick up some bug baits of these damn things and leave us alone. But without Laszlo, what's the point? I know you tried to help. I'll stay with him a while. There's something I have to do.
The Sandtraps chapter wasn't exactly difficult. We fight some ant lions, then the big ant lion guardian, and then we get the one and only, really useful, bug bait.
Freeman will have need of these pheropods on the path ahead. Gather them now.
They'll be really useful for the future chapter, since it spawns ant lions that fight for you.
The Freeman has done well. The Freeman again excels in all tasks.
But let's just skip to the next chapter, and that chapter is... So, Nova Prospekt. Okay, in all honesty this chapter was just straight up boring. And also remember the bug bait I mentioned, yet its main purpose is to be used in this chapter and after that it's just straight up useless. But why is that the case? I already said that the bug bait spawns friendly ant lions that fight for you, but there is also a feature where if you hit a combine with the bug bait, they do this silly little dance for about 3 seconds. But there are 2 problems with this. First, the ant lions are only present in this chapter, and second, why waste time trying to land a bug bait when you can just shoot the enemies instead? This chapter also feels like a huge waste of time since all we get to see is new combine reskins, that are only present here, the introduction to turrets which are also mostly present here, and also the fact that all of the chapter is shooting, hiding, dying and repeating. But okay, let's just skip that and focus on the more important parts. We find Alex, which not gonna lie, carried the whole chapter. We survive an ambush, and realize that Mossman is on Dr. Green's side. Then, after some jumping, and just like that we are back at getting ready for an ambush, but this time, a much harder and longer one, although this time I was able to just hide until the combine were gone.
Keep your turret set up. You've got to hold on till I get there.
This also caused the rest of the combines not to spawn, so it was pretty gosh dang easy. We corner Mossman, get Eli, and just as we were about to go back to Kleiner's place.
No! Stop! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Alex. It's the only
No! Get back!
What's going on, Alex? Jonas! What's happening?
Think, Alex, think. Dr. Kleiner, you have to stop them!
Stop? No idea.
Oh
Now it was time to distract the Combine soldiers until we were able to teleport.
My God, we made it. But where's Dr. Kleiner? Dr. Kleiner, let us out!
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt.
In this chapter we get to reunite with the rebels.
Gordon Freeman, here.
They'll be quite useful throughout this chapter, since here we get to meet a bunch of Metro cops. But that also means that we have to worry about the medics as well. Most of this chapter was just me avoiding health kits, dying, avoiding health kits, dying, and repeating that like 100 times. After what felt like years, we finally meet up with Alex and continue on.
Gordon! I had a feeling I'd find you here.
We get to this location, which to me honestly, was actually a pretty fun challenge. Most of the times I died, it felt like it was my fault.
Barney should be on the far side of that. There used to be a bridge here. Let me see if I can scout a new path. Ah, wait for me here.
No!
Oh look, the man hacks returned, to add that we came in prepared. Anticitizen One was flat out annoying, because it felt like the Combine soldiers were just raining from the sky. After going back and forth like 5 times, I finally meet up with Barney, and eliminate the snipers.
Alright, thanks, Gordon. Now let's clear out of here.
I sadly get stuck with a medic in this room, which meant that I had to go back and forth until Barney opened the gosh dang door. Thankfully the medic does. After some real difficult gameplay, we invade Overwatch Nexus, and honestly the biggest highlight of this part was just going from place to place, shutting down Combine infrastructure, and then leaving. That's literally it. And also the fact that I am on 1 HP, and this place becomes a living hell. Listen, I'm sorry, I tried my best to make this part entertaining, but I swear, this part literally had nothing more than me dying over and over again and going back and forth and back and forth. It was literally the most shit experience I ever had. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, we get the hell out of there, and we slaughter some striders, and one of them slaughters me. We meet this guy, I don't know his name, we venture outside and slaughter more After making the Combine race go extinct, we fight both gunships and striders at the same time, but not only those two, but also the medics that keep healing me through the fucking walls.
Take this medkit.
After 2 hours, we finally managed to beat the 2 threats and get moving. Now, as I stated when we left Ravenholm, the Combine are gonna be a pain in the ass for the future levels. This wasn't really an issue in the last few levels we did, mainly they were just an annoyance, but now, they are gonna be hell. We were stripped of all our weapons, and left only with the physics gun, which can only be used at medium range. We get to this part with an interesting elevator. At first I thought I could use the surrounding props as cover, you'll see why in a second, but I guess they never thought of you doing that. So, I had to pray that this will end well, and oh boy, it absolutely did not. We are on a moving platform with no cover whatsoever, and a mid-range weapon as our only choice. And as you can tell, this experience won't be fun at all. Multiple tries later, and yet that was just the beginning. A beginning of what? A beginning of the decrease of my mental sanity. And here we are, the place where everything shifted its tone. This part, I just couldn't beat this. There was nothing I could do. I mean, just look at how many times I died. Somehow by the skin of my teeth, I managed to kill them all and move on.
I'm sorry, Gordon.
Good God.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last. What's this? I'll put it over there. You have my gratitude, Doctor. First you lead me straight to the doorstep of my oldest friend, then you deliver yourself? If I'd known you were going to come straight up to my office, I wouldn't have bothered hunting you in the first place. Having both of you in my keeping ensures I can dictate the terms of any bargain I care to make with the Combine.
Dr. Bree.
Huh.
Wallace.
Yes, Judith, what is it?
The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research.
Oh, shit.
Get that motherfucker!
Damn it, not again! The gravity gun. He doesn't have a clue, does he?
It's time to finish this already.
I told you that was pointless, Dr. Freeman.
Is it really that time again? It seems as if you only just arrived. You've done a great deal in a small time span. You've done so well, in fact, that I've received some interesting offers for your services. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
And yeah, that answers the question of can you beat Half-Life 2 with 1 HP? I know, this challenge was fucking stupid, but hey, if you managed to make it to the end of the video, congrats. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now I will be taking a 10-year break.